Cheshire third graders. I'm going to show you how to make the corn husk dolls that you purchased at the Collins Bank store. First off, when you get home and you want to make this, you're going to gently take off the rubber band, very gently, because the corn husks are fairly fragile. And you don't want to open them up. You just want to put them in some water and let them soak. I already have some that have started soaking, so I'm going to take these out and be really gentle with them. In your kit, you also were giving a couple of blue pieces of twine, and we're going to use those in a little bit to help make your corn doll. You're going to have 6 corn husks in your kit. And you're going to take 4 of the largest ones for your corn husk doll body. And then you're going to take one of the smaller ones for your corn husk doll arms. Excuse our puppy in the background. And you do have an extra corn husk if you want to use the corn husk to tie your corn husk doll instead of the twine. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me get these all dry. They don't have to be perfectly dry. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to do part of the doll with twine and part with the corn husk. So this one's already ripped, so I'm going to take this one, I'm going to make more rips. I'm going to take a little piece here, and I'm just going to make some strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I have 6 just in case you want your corn husk doll to have pants. So I'm going to put those to the side. I'm going to take the 4 pieces that seem to match the most, and I'm going to line them up at the bottom. I'm going to call that the skirt. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the rubber band that you have in your kit, you're going to gather these together just like that, and you're going to twist the rubber band around the top. And do one more. Great. Now you're going to find 2 of your corn husks. So 1, 2, and leave 2 on the bottom. So you're splitting it in the middle. And you're going to fold this around, and we're going to create the head of our corn husk doll. There we go. It's nice and wet, so it's fairly pliable. So this is where you could do 2 things. You could take your twine and you could wrap it around and use your twine to create the head. Just like that, you would wrap it in a knot. Or if you want to try using the corn husk, you take one of your corn husk strips, I'm going to take a little thicker one, and you wrap the neck with the corn husk strip. Be really careful because these can break, so be a little gentle. I'm going to make it a knot. If you need some help, ask the adult in your house. There we go. But now we need to give him or her some arms. Our dog wants to get in on the action. Hey, Con, can you get the Chewy some water, please? So I'm going to take a piece of this corn, and it's going to look just like this. And I'm going to, again, separate my corn husk doll down the middle. There we go. And I'm going to take the arms and I'm going to just tuck those up right underneath here. Those are my arms. And again, you can use a piece of twine if you want. I think I'm going to use a piece of twine on this part. All right, so we're going to use some twine here. Give this little doll a waist. There we go. And then we want to give your doll some hands. So once again, you can use a piece of twine and tie it, but I'm going to use a piece of corn husk. I'm sure all of you have noisy houses, so you're used to the noise. So we're going to do one hand, and then the other hand. And now we're just going to take our scissors, which you have at home, and snip off the ends. Oops. And then there's your corn husk doll. And you just want to wait for it to dry out, so set it aside. You can put it outside if it's not raining. I'm going to trim off a little bit of the hand here. If you want to, you can trim the skirt part, make it more straight, or if you like the way that looks. You can also take some watercolors. You could actually paint your doll. Now, if you want to give the doll pants, all you're going to do is just make sure that you have some good flat corn husk areas. I think that looks okay there. And you're just going to cut into the skirt part a little bit, or you can even tear it because it is nice and wet still. And you can go ahead and give your doll, I'm going to turn it back over because I'm going to clip on the back side. And I'm just going to use twine on this. And if you have a different color yarn you want at home, you can definitely use that. Oh, I'm going to get a larger piece of twine here. Now, we don't draw faces on the corn husk doll, and there's a story behind that. So make sure that you scan the QR code that came with the instructions or that came in your booklet, and listen to an elder from the Seneca tribe, who is a storyteller, tell you the story of why there is no face on your Native American corn husk doll. There we go. Oh, oops. And if you make a mistake, just go ahead and cut that. There we go. All right, so there you are. Your doll has legs. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks, guys.